All right, guys, we are in iFLY, Baltimore. This is an experience that I have actually done before. I almost died the first time, so let's hope it's better this time. I brought my friend along with me. This is an activity hosted and sponsored by Fever. I do Fever activities all the time, and I work with them. They're great. They have a lot of activities. Make sure you check your city. There's always something going on, and you'll never be bored as long as you have the Fever app. Now, let's get to the meat of this and how I managed to stay alive, plus a bunch of tips for you guys who are considering to know what the process looks like in case you are thinking about doing this experience. You're allowed to go in here. There's somebody here who is actively doing all the work. You have 1 minute of flight time each. After your 1 minute of flight time, you're done. During this time, they're teaching you the whole time on how to fly.
Hi, my name's Corey. I'm going to be your instructor. Before we get started, just want to go over a few things. First is communication. Now, it's loud in the tunnel. I won't be able to talk to you, so I use hand signs. When you see me, put 2 fingers in front of you, like that, that. All means the same thing. Keep your legs straight. If your legs are straight, you'll stay nice and stable. If your legs start bending, we might start wrestling. I don't want to wrestle with you. Keep those legs straight for the both of us, all right? Do your best to not look around like this either. That's also going to mess you up in the wind tunnel. You got to stay nice and stable. Last hand sign. This just means relax, all right? If you're in there and you're kicking, swimming, flapping like a bird, or flailing around all crazy in the wind, you're going to be all over the place. We want you to stay nice, still, and stable. If you can just relax, take a breath, I promise you'll be able to breathe in there. It's just air hitting your face. People tell me all the time when they get out, oh, I couldn't breathe. They tell me that after taking the deepest breath of their life. Tells me that they were just holding their breath all the time. Don't hold your breath in there. In through your nose, out through your nose or mouth, it's totally fine. Now, to get in the wind tunnel, you're going to stand at the entrance with your arms up like this, feet spread like that, poke those hips out, and then just fall forward. I'll catch you and we'll do the rest. Everyone here is flying 2 times. Each flight's going to be a minute long. And for those that have high flights, last 30 seconds of your first flight, I'm going to grab on you, fly you up to the top of the glass, bring you back down a few times. Do your best to stay nice and still. Try not to kick around or squirm when we're doing the high flights. Only going to make it a little rocky. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen, but I might have to stop the high flight if you start kicking around too much. All right.
I got my Crocs in sports mode. So we got to watch a few more other, I guess, participants do their sessions first. And then you kind of, just get a little bit of, motivation, a little bit of, just like, I can do this. I got this. It's not so bad. And then it was our turn. Shortly after this, I was told that I could not wear my Crocs and that they weren't acceptable shoes. He later was like, sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, so here, what size do you wear? And I was like, I wear a size 8. He was like, well, here you go. You can wear these shoes. And I'm like, whose shoes? And you can see, I didn't even have no socks on. So I'm like, I gotta pick my, you would think I wasn't playing, I was at some bowling alley. Like, I was so irritated, but it is what it is. I just wish somebody caught that because I did have shoes in the car and now we're in the thick of it and it's too late. But anyway, now it was my turn. And guys, I kid you not, when I tell you that they had to turn down the air, mind you, this is pretty much after I had already lost my shit earlier. So I came in full speed and all the instructions he told me went out the window because I did take a deep breath of air. I almost choked. I almost died. And I said, I'm never doing this again. And the first thing I thought was, what if I was in the air? Like, it's not like I can just get out if I'm flying, if I'm doing a real flight. Like, if I fell out of an airplane or a helicopter, I can't just say, oh, get me back, take me back in. No, I would just simply pass out and die in the air. They're gonna have to pick me up in pieces. But they had to walk me through a slow step of, okay, we'll slowly increase the air. As you can see, I was able to step on. Once I stepped on, then I'm like fighting for my life. I'm like getting secondhand embarrassed watching this again. But it was so embarrassing, and my camera timed out the first time, which is why I couldn't capture when I initially ran out. I basically was like, get me out of here. Like, I was dying. So the second time they had to turn the air off and basically said, oh wait, you know what, walk on. Then we slowly increase the air, and once you're able to breathe and do better, we'll hold you up. And this is what's happening now. I was so embarrassed. The whole group was cheering for me. They were like, you got this, you got this, you can do it. And I was like, no, you know what? I don't want the second flight no more. They were like, no, you got it. But eventually, I did get it. I was fighting for my life, but hey, you take what you can. A win is a win, okay?
You did it. Did it, Joe? Gotta fuss.